Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Rupan the third, part 5, episode number 23 and 24 reaction. This is the season finale and okay, before we begin I need to say something that is Lupin 0 is going to come out. I think December 16th. From December 16th it's going to start airing, and what I've decided is, since it's coming out very soon, this quickly, and since my season 5 reactions have already is going to end today, I'll be reacting to Lupin 0 first, then I'll go to part 6, and that's what I'm going to do, because I think Lupin 0 is supposed to be like a prequel to everything. So obviously Lupin never had the problem with like a watch order, so it wouldn't be that much of a problem, I think. So let me know. I think that's what I'm going to do. Like it has 6 episodes, not that much, and I think it's coming out in an ONA format. And as far as I know, ONA is where they dump all the episodes in one day. However, there's one question I have. I checked out my annual list, and it was written that it's going to air from December 16th to January something. Usually ONAs are not like that. It doesn't come out weekly. So is this going to be something different? Like they're going to be, will this be like a weekly release or something? That's one thing I wasn't able to understand. If you have any idea about what that is about, let me know, because otherwise why would they give like a time range? Like usually it's like in one day they are just like upload everything, and it's all out, like all the ONA animes that I've seen. So let me know. I'm not quite sure about that. However, it's coming out on December 16th. So I think that's what I'm going to do. React to Lupin Zero first. It will be over within how many? Like 2 or 3 weeks. It'll be over me reacting to it. And yeah, then I'll be back with part 6. That's what I'm going to do. Let me know your opinions. Okay, so yeah, all right. The previous episode, it's the beginning of the final arc, and here we can see a return of Enzo. I think that was his name, that guy, and he has started People Log, which is a crazy thing. It's kind of similar to what happened in the first part of this season, where everyone had like a surveillance, and everyone started keeping an eye on Lupin. It's a similar thing, but here is basically they start rating people, and that was crazy. It was like a full-on pandemonium, because people started judging other people and ranking them, rating them, which is kind of outrageous. People started taking law in their own hand, and it was crazy. So that's how it started, and obviously Lupin was in big trouble. Fujiko got caught, and later on Lupin comes to save Fujiko, and Enzo started getting inside Goemon's head. Goemon started asking his own self-worth, what type of what person he is in Lupin's eyes. Is he really his friend? That type of thing. And yeah, they had a battle. He slashed Lupin. Lupin is hurt, and yeah, that's where the episode cut off. So yeah, let's see in this episode, is these 2 episodes, what happens and how this whole thing is resolved. So let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here, sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yeah, in the end, she yeah, she said that I'm boy. Here we go. Ah. So does Enzo know that she's? Does he know? He knows. No or no? Wow. Ah, here we go. Yeah. Irrelevant. What the hell? Wait. So wasn't. Oh, he did say it was the catalyst. Oh, wow. Zenigata, not the time. This guy is just. Well, the little bit of. What can I say? A little bit of. I don't know. Sympathy? Is that the word to use here? That I had for him? Kind of thinking about, oh, like, daughter, he wasn't able to find her and all. That's why he made this and everything. Well, it's kind of going away now. He did say it was a catalyst, but now he's like, oh, I'm the savior of this world. It's like I said, drunk in power. Oh boy. Hmm. Okay. Just then, an old buddy said something. What? Alright. Wait. Oh my god. Mm. Oh my god, these guys. Great. Yeah. Yeah, you guys will also. I saw this coming. Well, you guys are stupid. Wait. Oh my god, he's been. Oh, this is like a time skip, a little. Oh. eh, Yeah. Damn. Oh boy. Reject ice cream. Oh boy. Mm. Well, have fun with your. Yeah. Well, she's acting. I'm pretty sure about that. Wait, no. Ooh, great. Well, what is this like? How they're? Oh my god. Well, this is Lupin we're talking about, so. Hmm. Wait. He can't even laugh properly because of the wound. Oh boy. Damn. Come on, chicken. Oh lord. Ah. Yeah, this is a problem. Well, dead end. Great. Now what? One only. Oh, who is that? Ah, I was wondering when whether he's going to come or not. Albert. Because yeah, all right. Oleg Island Masters. Who the hell are you? Who is this? Nobody cares about that. What the hell? Yeah, now that he's caught, everyone's like, what? Hmm. Well, you know what? Let him take the credit. Pretty sure Rupan's going to break out some way or the other. Then everyone will be like, he'll get what he like. He'll be deserving. Oh, this lady, the one in the cafe or the diner, whatever. Yeah. Damn. All right, what's going on here? Yeah, you think so? Yeah. Well, yeah, do what you gotta do, you know. You're the one who captured Lupin, so. Jigen? Yeah, I think so, Jigen. Ah, there he is! You think that'll work? Oh, but yeah, this is a problem. Okay. Oh, wow. What? Yeah? Who the hell do you think you are? You missed. Go home. You need more training. Damn, wait, what is this car made of? God damn. Oh my god. Yo, it's grenade launchers. Yo. Oh, but will they work? These are some tough tanks, I think. Damn, that car is stronger than that tank. The car is still not getting destroyed. They're shooting at it continuously. He's ready with that. Yeah, otherwise he'll be in the crossfire. Oh my god. Damn. Yo, he's like using everything. So I'm guessing Albert provided him with all of this? Most probably. Okay, well. The car is still standing. Oh my god. Retirement. Oh god. Come on. Yeah, but still. Yeah, that's true. So, we're just going to go away? Just retire? No, we're going to go and stop this. Oh, yo. Come on, start one. The background music. Oh boy. Wow, that's. I want to look forward to what I do next. What a great line. Yeah, he's gonna keep going. That's what he's basically saying. Unless and until he gets tired of it, he's gonna keep doing this. Oh. Well, I think you guys should change. Yeah. Yeah, I think you should change the position. Oh, that's Zantet. Oh, Zenigata threw it over there, I think. Well, well, what about now? Oh, he's thinking. Yeah. Mm. Oh, he himself updated his. Yeah. Well, wait, what? Oh my god, yo! Oh yeah, this is a good idea. To actually, yeah, like them investigating about the. Wow. Yeah, like just out everything. Because Zuban must have known a lot of things about these people. Well, what are we going to do now? Now the big people are going to put their eyes on this, and Enzo will be in trouble little by little. There you go. Exactly. Now, yeah, there'll be censorship. Yeah, let's see. Oh wait, he's in. No, wait. What place is this? Wait. Oh wait, Rebecca. Okay. Well, wait. Where are they? I feel like I recognize that place from somewhere. In Rupan only, like, or maybe it's just my mistake. Maybe it's okay. Like this is the thing. I was wondering, like, a lot of countries and like a lot of people from the upper echelons, they won't like this people law because of the amount of skeletons they have in their closets. So if someone brings up any kind of information like this, and the people log gives it like a good rating, they'll be screwed. So obviously they're going to pressurize Enzo and to take this whole thing down. That when what's Enzo going to do then? Like, like, so that's exactly what's happening now. Lupin is like, all right, you know what? Since people love people log that much, since they have this much amount of faith in it, let's just use that to advantage. And the fact is that people log is actually neutral completely. Okay, that's it. Since people log is neutral, that's why even Rupan can post stuff in it. Like, it does not like, it's not something like, oh, like, these people can only post in it and these people are not allowed. Everyone's allowed in it. So yeah, Lupin can make use of it for his own advantage as well, and that's what he's exactly doing. He's like, yeah, let me just beat them using their own game, beat them in their own game, and kind of do it like this. Now obviously people are pressurizing Enzo now. They're like, what the hell is going on? And Enzo, because he himself is like, no, like, we cannot censor Rupan because then it'll not be people log anymore. Like the name people log, it's going to go against it if they start censoring someone. And if and obviously I'm pretty sure that people won't like that as well. They'll be like, wait, what the hell? Lupin was posting all of this A-rated information, and suddenly all his posts were taken down and his account has been banned. What's going on? Then people are going to start talking that, oh, this is shady, they're censoring stuff. How is this people log anymore if they're starting to censor people in it? It's Rupan now. Next day it'll be me if I bring out something like that. And that's going to, that'll make the people as well very anxious, and they'll start losing their faith in this whole thing. So all in all, it's a pretty, what can I say? It's a pretty bad situation. Now, I feel like the people log is best for people who don't have any hidden, like secrets. People who don't have any skeletons in their closet, they'll be the most happy with people log, because, but not necessarily, like I said, people log actually guesses stuff using AI. It predicts what can happen and all. So sometimes it may actually bring like wrong accusations on people as well. So, but still, I feel like a lot of people who have a lot of secrets, like a lot of bad things they have done, they are sweating. They're like, oh my god, this is happening today. This guy got outed by people up. Tomorrow it might be me. And they're freaking out. They're like, oh my god, what the hell? Okay, so after that, not after that, sorry. In this episode, we begin with Ami coming, and Ami trying to, trying to say that, oh, like, I'm your daughter, stop this, like, stop this whole thing that you're doing, and I was waiting. I was like, okay, like, let's see how he reacts. He's like, oh, yeah, that's great, like, Rupan has been captured. And his friend, his partner, he's like, no, we're talking about your daughter. Your daughter is alive, isn't that a great news? And he's like, oh, that. And he's like, okay, Fujiko's like, stop trying to act cool. Didn't you care? There you go, people love for the sake of your daughter, which is also something that I thought. That's why I was like, he's just, like, he started it like that, and then he got in the grasp of this whole thing. And that's exactly what he says. Like, you know what? I think that might have been the catalyst, sure, but now it's irrelevant. And Ami's like, Mama's dead. And he's like, oh, is that so? She was my ex, that's why I didn't know. Okay. What were you doing? You didn't come to her funeral. You never even looked for me. Doesn't saving the world make a bigger difference than rescuing one kidnapped child? Great. Yeah. This guy's, what can I say? Like, he's his morals are in the wrong place. Like, I don't know what to say. I cannot call it that he is morally incorrect. He's actually, whatever he's doing, that's the funny thing here, whatever he's doing is actually completely correct, morally, if you think about it. But I feel like these are the situations where you actually realize that not all the time does being morally correct means you're right. Like, these are like the few exceptional situations, I feel like he's morally, if you think about it, like, in like, in justice's eyes, in everyone's eyes, and morally as well, he's actually doing the right thing. He's trying to, like, stop corruption. Number one, he's trying to take, like, like, kind of making this AI, which is actually helping people out get to know the truth, whether, like, this person is bad or not, by using like an AI and guesswork. Even though the guesswork can sometimes go completely, like, different, and it might bring its fair share of problems, but most of the time, by people's input, like, that's why it's called people law, like people's input and people's overall, what can I say, opinion about something. It's guessing stuff, and that's what people log is doing. Like all the people are like, there's like millions and billions of people in this world. They're putting information about, like a question, for example, like a certain person, their profile, they're rating them, like millions and billions of people, they're rating them, and like A rating, B rating, like this. And the people log is compiling all of that, making like a complete rating. For example, a person is like rated A, and using their, like, patterns and everything, like, like their behavioral patterns and everything that it has gotten from all the different people who know about them, it formulates like some kind of a, like a prediction as to what this person might do. So if a problem comes out and this people says something and does something, it predicts it what it might do in the future. And that's how it comes to a conclusion, which is, like I said, most of the time, like, it is true, but there are certain times where it might actually go completely wrong. So I'm not including that. What I'm trying to say here is that if you think about it, he's doing everything morally correct. He's actually helping the world in this way. However, like I said, this is one of those few exceptional situations where morally correct doesn't mean you're actually right. What he does here, he's like, oh, like, saving the world is better than finding your lost child, like, oh god, what can I even say at this? Like, he's like, oh, like, that question, save one and, like, at the cost of 1,000, or sacrifice one to save 1,000, that type of a, like, question this is. He's like, oh, one child, even if that's his own child. Look, I'm like, yeah, like, I didn't look at go in that direction, because that's way less important than saving the world. That's basically what he's doing. And like, if you think about it in pure mathematical and logical reasoning, if you use it, is true. If you think about this logically, one child versus the millions of people. However, that's if you think about it logically and, in the complete, like, like, in this way. More, like, like, in emotional sense and in an actual sense, what he's doing is not correct. He literally abandoned his family to just go in this direction. I don't know, I don't like this. That's basically the situation. Like, he could have searched for his child first and then done all of this, but no, he's like, oh, I have way more important things to do. So yeah, like, I don't like him. That's the main thing. Now, and there's also another thing about this guy. I feel like he's the type of person who's definitely going to drown in his own power. Not now, maybe, but way in the future, if he continues like this, he has a god complex. He's like, oh, the time of heroes has been over now, blah blah blah. He's just speaking this nonsense. It just shows how much of a, like, how much prideful and how much, what can I say, like, this crazy, like, like, this crazy thing in his eyes about, holding power. There's a thing about him. So not now, not necessarily now, but I'm pretty sure, like, if this whole thing continues for maybe like 2 or 3 years, he's definitely going to get into that position one day, and he'll think of himself as to be a god or something. Like that's definitely going to happen. So these types of people, you need to take them down as soon as possible. They are like, it seems as if they're doing everything for everyone, and helping the world. However, if it keeps going, these people are going to turn out to be one of the worst peoples to ever exist, and they'll be like a whole, like he's going to think himself as a god, and if anyone even tries to oppose him about something, he's just going to shut them down. That's the future. That's the future that's going to happen if he continues like this. So yeah, he needs to be taken down, and as soon as possible. Now after that, we see all the criminals. They're like rejoicing. They're like, oh, like who have a grudge on Lupin? Like yeah, Lupin will be captured, and like we see all these characters as well who we saw before, in the season, a lot before. Like, that kid a few episodes ago who was just trying to capture Lupin. That kid, a few other people, those people who are hacking and everything. They're arrested now, and they're from the prison. They're like looking at this situation, and they're like, yes, Lupin will be captured. Lupin has been arrested. And I love the fact that there's like two thugs who were, just rejoicing so much, and they're like, oh, like, let's go and see the whole thing, when they're going to capture him and take him to the prison. And the police officers come in, and they're like, oh, you're under arrest. And they're like, wait, what? Obviously, this is people log. They also got your information. So, okay, now we see Jigen with the thing, the animal mask or whatever. He's trying to run away from the police, but the police is almost going to get him. He's running away, and while all of this is happening, Goemon and Lupin is been taken to the to the, where were they taken? I think like to the, like they have been transported to somewhere else, to a prison or something, I'm guessing. Anyways, so Lupin is still injured, obviously, and Goemon has been handcuffed, and Zenigata comes in and was like, what about your sword? And he's like, I've defeated Lupin. I'm the strongest person. Like, yeah, I don't need the sword. And Zenigata was like, I'll keep it for you. After, after you've completed your sentence, come and get it from me. And Fujiko comes in, and Fujiko's like Zenigata, take a look. Not Zenigata, sorry, Goemon. Take a look at Lupin. Like, yeah, this is the person who you wanted to, and this is only the way you'll find the answer. And they ask him, they're like, oh, like, Fujiko, come with us. But this guy, like Enzo's partner, he's like, wait a minute. Like, he's like, Fujiko, will you stay here or something? We can, okay, if you want, we can get the government to reject the ICPO's request to hand you over. There you go. And Fujiko's like, yeah, let's do that. Like, because I don't want to go to the prison now, and I'm sure Lupin will be back, so I'll be here, so that he gets an initiative to actually come and do the job, because there's definitely a need for a treasure. I'll be in the cage, and that's what she decides. Oh god. Now after that, we see Ami looking at this whole thing, and she tries to go and talk to the dad, and she's like, oh, I've always hoped for my real father to come someday, after seeing Lupin act like that. And I don't know, I think she was trying something else here, maybe get some information from him or something, because like obviously I'm sure there was a part of her that really did want her dad to talk to her, because it's been so long. And but I feel like there was also another different plan in her mind about some other thing, I'm not sure. But this guy just rejects her completely. He's like, is this little monologue gonna go on for much longer? Oh, good lord, like imagine how much of an egotistical person you have to be acting like this to your long lost daughter. He's like, come back when you have a bullet point version. Yeah. Yeah, great. Yeah, I don't think, like, you know what, this is the thing, these type of people, they don't deserve anyone. Like, that's the hard cold truth about, like, there actually exists these type of people who doesn't appreciate anyone else. They're so far up, their own world, that they think that they're the one who matters the most. Egotistical, prideful, I don't know, god complex, these type of people, they are the type of people who actually doesn't deserve anyone. Like, and for them, like, this is the thing, like, these type of people, you cannot, like, like, you can capture them, you can, like, put them in jail. Well, obviously, if they're committing some kind of a crime, that's what I'm trying to say. But any kind of punishment or every kind of punishment won't work on these type of people. The best punishment about the for these type of people are actually when they themselves realize that what a little, like, what a little petty person I have been up until now. When, like, a day will come, a day like that, like, for all people like this, a day like that definitely comes way down the line, when they actually get the realization that, yeah, I've been a very bad person. Like, I've been, like, like, I've been a real, like, piece of work. And when they're going to realize that, and when they're going to realize that I had everything at that moment, but I shoved them away, so now I have nothing, you know that is the best, I feel like, punishment for these guys. And they need to realize it themselves. Like, that's the best way. Like, this is the thing, look at the way he's talking now. And when, like, obviously, I'm sure a time will come when he'll lose everything. Like, Lupin is definitely going to see to that. And when that happens, I don't know how this is going to end. I really hope Ami doesn't go back to this guy. Like, for the love of God, if that happens, I'll be pissed off. If in the end Ami is like, oh, I forgive you, let's come, like, and he's like, yeah, sorry, my daughter, I've done a mistake, and they become like a family again or something, I won't be happy about this, because I don't know, like, I need to see this guy somehow getting some sort of, like, a, what is it called, like a punishment, like, like a thing where he himself realizes what type of person he has been, and he suffers for that, and that's the best punishment for him. Like, I don't know, like, anyways, let's see how this ends. I'm not sure how this is going to end. And I feel like that's not going to happen, because even if he himself realizes a mistake, the police will get him then, because whatever he's doing, I don't know, like, I feel like, let's see, like, I'm trying to guess what's going to happen. Let's see the next episode, and I'll understand. Okay, now next, after that, we get to see Rupan and Goemon in the place, the steel compartment. I love the way they're taking him, as if like a like a some kind of a, like, like some kind of a treasure or something, like. Oh boy, like, so much security and all. Now, obviously, this is Lupin we're talking about, so that's fine. Now, Goemon and he are, like, talking. Lupin is almost, like, he's still not okay, but he's kind of talking to him, and he's like, laugh about it, like, we don't have anything else to do now. Just laugh. And they're laughing. Zenigata's looking at it now. Here we again get to see Goemon, not Goemon, sorry, Jigen in trouble, and in his, like, troubled times, when he's like almost cornered, one bullet left in his gun, Albert comes in. I was thinking, I was like, is Albert going to be like a, like, show up sooner or later? He did show up. There you go. And he, like, brought Jigen out of that situation. Now after that, we get to see this. Wait, who is this guy? From the ICPO? Oh no, from Oligarch Island to Marseilles. Lupin has been transported. Okay, the container he's been transported in apparently custom made for ICPO use. So yeah, I don't remember. Is this guy the chief? I don't remember him. I think he's a chief, isn't it? Or am I wrong? Anyways, whoever he is, I don't care. He's starting to take credit for, like, like Zenga. He's like, yeah, I'm the one who captured Lupin. And obviously Yata is not happy about it. Yata is like, what the hell? Like, like Zenigata contributed greatly to this investigation. He's just denying that whole thing. And he's like, oh, obviously he contributed a lot. No one's denying that. And then there's this reporter. He's like, wait a minute, didn't a lot of people say that Lupin's arrest is because of the people lock? Like, this is what's happening now. People are like trying to take the credit of, capturing Lupin. And Yata's like, it only had the data to predict Lupin's actions because Inspector Zenigata was always on his tail, which is true. Like if Zenigata was never on his tail, who would have gotten information on Lupin? Who would have done it? Nobody. Like nobody can capture Lupin, like, or get so close to capturing Lupin the way Zenigata can do. And since he has been doing it up until now, obviously all the information that is here on Lupin is all because of Zenigata. And these guys are like, it's people log, or this guy, like this random, like, police, I'm guessing he's the police chief. They're the ones who did it. Like, what? And he's like, his career has been stuck in a rut since he was put on the Lupin investigation. And didn't you just force this case on him? Which is true. However, I feel like Zenigata himself wanted this, that you can't deny that. Zenigata himself, definitely, I feel like he could have at any time probably gotten off this case, or some way or the other he could have, like, but he never wanted to do that. Like he says after this, like, like he wants to really capture Lupin in a true sense, not like this. Making him a dedicated Lupin investigator, that's like someone telling a salesman to hawk something nobody would ever want. Come on, that's a bit harsh. But anyways, it is true. So, and then he's like, obviously now that Lupin is in custody, you guys are taking the credit for it. And he's just, like, talking about that, and Zenigata's like, stop, like, we don't need this, And this is the thing, I doubt Zenigata wants the recognition, that everyone is getting. He's not doing this for recognition or anything. He just purely wants to capture Lupin. So I don't think Zenigata gives a crap about whether people gets to know that Lupin has been captured, like, or like, who he has captured Lupin. I don't think he gives a damn about it. He just wants to capture Lupin. He doesn't want fame. He doesn't want any other thing. Like, he doesn't want people to acknowledge that, oh, you have captured Lupin, very good, like, like, and pat him on the back. He doesn't want any of that. He just purely wants to capture Lupin. So he could have given two craps about all of this. So he's like, yeah, like, Yata, just forget it. Like, like, the job's not done until Lupin is behind bars. So just forget it, Yata. Come with me. And okay, so now a lot of people are watching the, like, like the news and everything, and there's like a lot of tanks all going, transporting Lupin. And here we get a lot of more conversation from Zenigata. He says, like, I've captured Lupin a few times, caught him also as well. And not only me, a few other people has also caught him. But in the end, he'd always get away. And this is such an interesting, like, section where he actually, like, this is the thing. Like, I'm pretty sure at some point or the other, all of us had this one question that Zenigata is always trying to capture Lupin, and he's always running away. What does he want, actually? Like, we've also seen him capture Lupin, in that episode. I don't remember which season it was. You remember that episode where he brought Lupin to a island with like a steel or whatever, iron, I don't know which material it was, but some sort of material, like, a prison, where he kept Lupin there. There was no one in that island, high security. Zenigata used to come and bring him food, and that was like the ultimate, and Zenigata was like, yeah, I'm going to stay here up until the end that Lupin actually surrenders, and I'm going to stay here and no one's going to come here. So he tried that as well, but even in the end, he runs away from that, Lupin. So he did all of that, and still he wasn't able to capture him. And in the end, if you remember in that episode, he himself actually thinks that Lupin has died. That's why he opens the door, and he he's like, oh, I didn't want this. I want, I didn't want Lupin to die like this, or I didn't want to see his end like this. So I'm sure a lot of people have had this question: what does Zenigata even want from Lupin? He captures him, but we also have gotten to see a lot of episode where after capturing him, he realized that this is not the Lupin that I want him running away from me. So I'm sure a lot of people have had this question: what does he want? Here he answers this question. This is such a great answer, I have to say. What he says here is, here we go, that wasn't your fault, sir. Okay, what I want right now is for him to serve his debt to society and then to share a drink with him. This is the actual, inner feelings of Zenigata. What he actually wants from Lupin. He doesn't want to capture Lupin. He wants Lupin to actually give this whole lifestyle up. Which is kind of funny because in a way, Fujiko also kind of implied that. Fujiko also said, like, you're gambling your life away. You're just playing with your life. What the hell do you want from it? Like, you're going to die sooner or later like this. And like Zenigata is also saying the same thing here. He's saying that it's not that he wants to capture Lupin. He wants Lupin to actually just give this all up and just settle down. Another episode I remember, this is kind of funny. Like, there was one episode you remember. I don't remember which season it was, but there was an episode where Lupin said something like, I'm giving up, I'm giving up this, life of crime. And I think Zenigata came in and Zenigata was like, oh, congratulations, Lupin. And he was so happy. He was genuinely happy, which makes so much sense now. That's what he wants. He doesn't want to capture Lupin, or he doesn't want Lupin to keep running away from him. He wants Lupin to give this up completely. And that's what he says. I just want to, when he has given all of this up, I just want to have a drink with him. And that's why, Yatta, I have to take him down by the book, by the book. And not only that, it doesn't end at that. Catching Lupin is not the end. I need to make him realize that he's been beaten. He needs to realize that. And when he realizes that, here we go, I need to catch Lupin's heart. And when he realizes that, and when he himself gives up the life of crime, that will be Zenigata's win. And that's what he wants. It's not that he wants to always keep chasing Lupin. It's neither that he wants to capture Lupin. He just wants Lupin to be caught in by the book, as he says, and he wants Lupin to actually give up on his own, him himself to give up this life of crime. And that is the day when he will win. And like he said, I just want to have a drink with him in the normalest way possible. So, I love this part. I really love this part, because here we actually get to see what Zenigata wants. And everyone has had so many questions about Zenigata's intentions up until now, because he catches Lupin, then he regrets it, and he just leaves, just makes him run away again. A lot of things he has done. So, it's a whole dilemma that what does he want? This is what he wants. And I feel like this is the core. This is the core, and this is the actual reason. And so many episodes kind of hint towards this now that I'm thinking about it. Like I said, that episode where he thinks that Lupin is going to give up the life of crime, he becomes so happy, makes sense, because that's what he exactly wants. Not only that, he after capturing Lupin, he was so troubled with himself. He didn't know what to do. He's like, what the hell? I wanted to capture Lupin, but now I'm not happy. And even when he's running away, he doesn't want Lupin to keep running away. He wants to capture him. So what exactly does he want? This is what he wants. And this explains it. What a beautiful way to explain it. And yeah, okay. So after that, we see... and another thing, I feel like what he wants from Lupin, that Lupin himself to actually realize that, and give this up, that's still not the time. Lupin says, in the end, as we see, when Zenigata even says that, Lupin, just move on, just retire, this is we're getting a lot older. Not old, he doesn't say it like that, but he says nowadays we cannot keep up with everything. But then Lupin is like, nah, I still have it in me. And which kind of shows that Lupin hasn't gotten it. So Zenigata's wish is still not going to come true. Way in the future, I'm pretty sure one day will come when Lupin himself, or who knows, maybe not, maybe he'll just keep running away forever. That's the type of guy I feel like he is. He's never going to stop up until the end of his life. But okay, I'm going to talk about that as well. Lupin in the next section also gives a very interesting information to us, what he wants from his life. Like, what an episode. Like, this is an episode where we get to see Zenigata's intentions, and not only that, we also get to see what Rupan thinks about this whole thing, you know? Like, when someone will ask him that, what do you want from your life? Do you want to continue like this up until then? He actually gave us the answer to that. Okay, so after that, we get to see in the middle of the road a car. I love the fact that when the police chief was like, hey, stop the car, I don't think there'll be any ambush, and Zenigata's like, you fool. He knew what was coming, obviously. After chasing Lupin for so long, he knew what was exactly going to happen. And yeah, that's what happened. So Jigen is just waiting there, and the police chief comes in out, and that guy, he's like, what the hell, one person only, give me the gun, and shoots him, and it hits the cigarette. Jigen is like, god damn, can't even smoke a cigarette, and starts shooting. And yeah, he takes, this is crazy, you know. I did not expect them to actually show us them getting hit in their head and actually killing them all. Again, like, you know, like, obviously, like, Rupan usually didn't show us these type of scenes, but season 5 has been quite, you know, like, I have to say, it's showing us everything, and I like that. Obviously, this is not a kids show, so them trying to censor stuff just looks weird, actually, you know. Like, so yeah, I'm glad that there's no actual, like, you know, they're not trying to not show these things. And yeah, okay, so then they start shooting. Zenigata just has like the whole whole armory to himself. He has a grenade launcher, a revolver, an assault rifle, what else, sniper rifle, and you know those big revolvers that you have, those big guns which like pack quite a punch, this big, those ones as well. He's just using one and the other and just shooting up everything, and just within a matter of seconds he's just able to take care of everything. And Zenigata and Yata are not able to get out of their car because the helicopter comes and crashes in front of it, so they're not also able to come out, but they're fine. So okay, now here Jigen comes in, and here another really good section. Jigen's like, Rupan, I hate to admit it, but that Enzo guy is right. Times have changed. And Rupan is like, yeah, you might have a point. If I'm brutally honest, there's a lot of crap going on now that I have trouble keeping up with. I prefer it when things are simple. And Rupan, I've been running with you longer than anyone else. I figure I'm the only one who can talk you into calling a day. It sure as hell ain't gonna be Fujiko. I love the way he had to just put that in, you know. He's like, he's like, dude, like, I'm your best friend, man. You know, I don't want Fujiko to like, you know, like, just convince you into doing something. Like, it must be me who's going to bring you out of this. And yeah, and Rupan thinks about it, you know, for a long time. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen him actually think this seriously about a certain topic. And he thinks about everything and he comes up with an answer, which is, I feel like, another best way to describe what he wants to do, and it perfectly like, and like, you know, like, summarizes what Rupan is. And he says, just then an old buddy said something to him, said it was time to retire. The enemy was fierce, and he starts like narrating like a whole thing, possibly the strongest adversary he has ever faced. His friends were all hurt and had lost their will to fight, which is true. What will happen to Rupan the Third? Does he have a plan for getting out of this one? Jigen's like, give it a rest. And he says, let me ask you something, Jigen. With this kind of a setup, can't you just hear it? Yeah, the sweet tunes, I mean, even Rupan knows about the opening song, you know. At the end of an anime, whenever something crazy is going to happen, the opening song starts up. And yeah, that's the signal. Something crazy is going to happen. Okay, so okay, he says about that. Now, where's that section where he explains what he wants to do? Alright, here it is. There's only one person in the audience of your life, yourself. So, what's the point if you don't care what happens next in the story? Okay, this is one hell of a spot. Can he even get out of it? Maybe those bad guys are just too tough. How can he possibly beat them? Like that? I want to look forward to what I do next. I want to look forward to what I do next. Which, like I said, this summarizes the whole thing. He's doing it for himself. And since he's doing it for himself, he's not going to stop until he himself thinks it's time to stop. And that's exactly what he said. He's not saying that I'm going to do this until I die. He's saying I'm going to do this up until I myself am convinced that it's enough. Okay, so Jigen counters back. Jigen is like, what if the ending it doesn't turn out how you want to? And Rupan says, God damn it, got my hopes up for nothing. Guess I'll have to leave this, come back for some other time. And it's so interesting because this is exactly what Rupan does, you know. It's not that all the time he always wins, you know, he always gets the treasure that he wants. He loses. And all like in that moment we've seen him be like this. He's like, God damn it, like next time. And he again comes back with a better plan. And Jigen is like, and what if that damn dove, if that doesn't comeback doesn't happen? Then the audience loses interest and switches off. Here, the audience being himself. Like he said, the only audience in my life is me. And that's why Jigen, until the day the story finally ends, I want to keep being Rupan third. Now, here, I feel like this could be interpreted in two ways. One interpretation is like he's implying that up until the, like here, this line where he says, and that's why Jigen, until the day the story finally ends, you know, this can be interpreted in two ways. I feel like one interpretation is like he's saying like up until the day I die, you know, the day the story finally ends, I want to keep being Lupin. This is one interpretation. What he's trying to say here is that up until the end, or up until I die, I want to keep being Lupin. But what I feel like he wants to say here, or this is like a better interpretation, at least it's something that I feel like he's saying here. I don't think he's saying that up until the day I die. He's trying to say here is up until the day I don't lose interest in it. You know, I'm going to keep going. Like, because this is the thing, like the thing he says a little bit before that, where he says that when Jigen asks like what is going to happen when, even if that comeback doesn't come, and he says that then the audience is going to get tired of it and go away, switch it off. You know, the audience he implied is himself. So he's implying that if that day ever comes where I'm not able to come up with a certain solution and I've actually been lost, I've been defeated, then I'll actually lose interest and switch it off. That is, he's going to come out of this and stop going in this path. You know, he's going to retire. And that, since he said that, you know, I think this line that he says after that up until the story finally ends, I'm going to keep being Lupin, I think that's what he means, that up until the day I get tired of it. You know, because I don't know, I try to take everything positively. I'm not like, you know, I don't think by this he means that up until the day I die I'm going to continue being Lupin. I'm interpreting this in this way, where he's saying that up until the day I lose interest, I'm going to keep going in this way. Like I said, I like taking a positive, like, you know, like interpretation and everything. And I feel like out of these two interpretations, where one is that up until the day I die, I'm going to keep continuing being Lupin, or up until the day I lose interest, I'm going to continue being Lupin. I feel like the latter one is a lot more positive, because if that is the, like, you know, decision he came up with, what Zenigata wants is also going to come after that, which is Lupin's going to understand, he's going to give up his life of crime, and then someday down the line they might actually meet up and have a drink. You know, just like in the ending we see all of them, all the friends, you know, just having a drink, sharing a drink. That day is going to come. And I feel like that's way more positive than just it being like, oh, up until the day I die I'm going to continue being Lupin. Which is something that up until this episode, that's what I thought would be the end of Lupin. He's going to keep being Lupin because that's the type of guy he is. But after seeing this episode, I've changed my mind now. I think this is going to be a way better ending. And I feel like this is also something that Lupin wants and Lupin's going to do. And which is up until he loses interest, not up until the day he dies. Up until he loses interest, he's going to continue doing this. So something like that. Like I said, it's two interpretation. I'm taking the positive one because yeah, I feel like that would be a lot better. And okay, so Jigen is like, all right, you know what, Rupan? I feel like the tune is starting, you know. And then Goemon sees the Zantetsuken over there as well. And yeah, so after that, like there's been a few days where, not days, but a few months, I think that Rupan has gone completely in hiding, and Enzo is like, pissed. Everyone's like, like, what the hell is going on? Here, Fujiko's like, oh, maybe he's dead or something, and Ami gets pissed off. Ami's like, what the hell? No way that's true. You even don't think about it, think that's true. And isn't this quite cute that you're waiting for a prince to come and rescue you from this, because it is true, like she did say that, oh, I want to stay here because I want to give Lupin an initiative. And Fujiko's like, sometimes we need a little bit of romance, because we're an adult and I've gotten all the money and the fame I could ever want. Yeah, but and she isn't able to complete the sentence. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she was going to say something like, even if we have gotten everything, yeah, the main thing, like, which is, something like which comes from the inside, we still haven't, like, the peace of mind. I feel like that's what she was trying to say. Like, they've gotten everything, but states each and every one from the crew has still not gotten the peace of mind, because like Rupan said, he's still not like I'm pretty sure Rupan has a lot of money by now. He's robbed a lot of banks and everything. He's famous as well, but he's still not gotten that peace of mind where he'll be like, all right, I'm going to retire. Like he said, he's still there. He's still continuing it. Same for Jigen. I feel like Jigen's like main thing here is like Jigen's going to keep continuing this up until Rupan's going to continue. Like if Rupan doesn't give up this life of crime, he's going to go with him forever, like, keep going with him, keep being his partner like this. And like same for Goemon as well, I guess, kind of, because he considers Rupan as a rival. So same for Goemon as well. Fujiko, however, I feel like Fujiko just, I don't know, like Fujiko's a more complicated matter. I feel like she wants like an actual ending of, again, I feel like she's similar to Zenigata, where she just wants Rupan to not keep gambling, like, with his life and just stop this whole thing. However, she herself knows that that is not the Rupan that she loves, which is why this is like a whole dilemma. And all that. And she herself knows that Rupan's not going to stop up until the day he himself comes to the conclusion that, yeah, I'm going to stop. So yeah, I feel like Fujiko and Zenigata are way more similar in their, like, point of view and what they see and what they expect from Rupan. While Goemon and Jigen are way more similar, where they just want to continue going and moving along the same path as Rupan as long as he continues. So something like that. Anyways, so now after that, we suddenly see Rupan is posting in the people log, and he's actually outing all of this, like, the big honchos of this world. He's just outing all of their secrets, and people log is like ranking it as A. And Fujiko's like that, so the people log has given Rupan its approval, huh? And here, like, like Enzo is in trouble. They're like, the FCC is looking into the regulating people log. Russia's threatening to depart, shake hands person. Like I said, people are going to get now the actual big people, the leaders of the world. They'll realize what a, like, double-edged sword this people log is. And Russia's threatening to deport, shake hands personnel if people log isn't shut down. We've been hit by onslaught of cyber attacks. Considering the scale, a government must be behind it. EU Parliament is talking about excluding people log from the net neutrality regulations. And here he's like his partner is like, what do we do? Censor Lupin? And he's like, obviously, like, like we cannot do that because this is people log and that would be going against it, And he's saying, like Enzo says, you're talking about killing people log. Exactly. Collecting objective data in one place is people log's whole deal. So yeah, they're actually screwed here. So, and then after that, we see Lupin is like in a, now let me know, I feel like I've seen this place somewhere. The place where Lupin is hiding, maybe in one of the previous episodes. I don't exactly remember which place it is, but I feel familiar. you know, the tower underneath the water, almost this huge castle. And you know, like, there's like a ruins and everything. And underneath, like in the ruins, Lupin is just there, you know, like just drinking tea and, like, you know, doing his thing with the computer. And there's like a skeleton with a, you know, like a crown on his head or something. And yeah. And Lupin, oh, here we get to see that Lupin has contacted Rebecca, which is interesting. I never thought she's going to, like, you know, like, we're going to, you know, like, suddenly get, she's going to be brought up suddenly. And they've also brought a fishing rod. I don't know what they're going to do with a fishing rod, but yeah. All right. Okay, let's go to the next one. This was a great episode, I have to say. Like, I especially, like, I love Zenigata's section and Lupin's section, which actually explains what they expect from each other and what they're going to do. So, all right, let us begin the next episode. This is episode number 24 and the final episode. So yeah, I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh boy, here we go. Hmm. Yo! Oh my god, the stock has. Yo. It's not lies. Yeah. What? Yo, this is not a fairy tale. Oh my god, this guy is so delusional. You think this is like a. Oh, well, that is true. Like, what does he expect? Like, obviously, as long as this world exists, there will be people doing shady stuff. That is the reality of this world. What does he want to make? Like, utopia? That's impossible. If you think of it realistically. Like, I don't know. He's like in some delusion. What the? Oh, it's Rebecca. Oh my god, I didn't expect to see her. This is fun. Yo. Yeah. Wait, is he like really fishing? What? Oh no, he's doing something else. I was like, what's what the? Okay. Hmm. Oh god. What an answer. Okay, let's see. Like, okay, so after that, what happens? No, come on. Yeah, exactly. I was just saying that that was. Hmm. Like, she. Okay, okay. I'll talk about it later. Vanished. Oh yeah, like, well, great. Yeah, how long are you going to continue this? Exactly. Idealistic. That's the word. Good lord. Oh, what is happening here? Did the did someone attack? Oh my god, they're actually. What the hell? Yo! They're like actually attacking them? Oh my. Wow! This is just. Okay! Yeah, now you guys are like. Okay. What a joke. Yeah, up until now, what you were you guys is doing? When Rupan started outing you guys, now everyone's like, jeez. Well, damn, look at him. He's too far gone. Like I said, he's too far gone. Arriving today is Rupan time. They're like, vessel. What the hell? Oh, that's what he fished out. Oh my god. Is that what he fished out? Wait, why is this gold completely? What the hell? Diana. Oh, I was wondering. It's her. That girl. Oh god. I don't remember which exact. I do remember the. Okay. That's why the place looks so familiar. I was like, where have I seen this place? Oh god. Yeah. What? Cats and dogs. That's the name. Ugh. Oh boy. Here we go. Who is this? Zenyatta? Oh no, we're going on. Okay. It won't. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Well, will it work? Yeah. Isn't there any staircase? Yeah. PMC? There's two of them. Oh my god. Oh! Well, he. What the hell? Wait, what? Oh, wait. Oh, these are all the other people. Wow. That was crazy. He cut the bullet in two so that it divides and go in. Oh my god. What? Oh my god, that's funny. Why is he running like that? Yeah, well, yeah, better surrender. Oh, nice. Thank god, he covered for him. Oh wow, this guy has his other plans. Great. Uh, wow. Oh god. Well, he's on his way. Oh. Hmm. I was not expecting Rebecca to suddenly come. What? He's. Oh. Oh wow. Wait, who's hacking for? Oh. Well, People Log is dead. So, yeah, get off of your fantasy world. He just kicked it down. Well, yeah. Oh boy. Secret. What do you expect from him? Oh god, this guy is just so deluded. Wow. Yeah, no need for that. Yeah, alright. Yeah, that's why he can't kill him. Uh, hmm. I'm supposed to be a coffin. Hmm. Hmm. What? Wait, what? Wait! Wait, what? Nah, come on, don't. Stop. What are they implying? That the Lupin we know is actually. That's not the face? Okay, I have no idea what happened there. Is that what they're implying? No, it must be some kind of a trick. What? He. Don't do that. What is this? Oh my god. This is the last thing that I expected. Is this for real? Oh, he didn't know that she was. Wait, what the? What the hell? All right, go home. You need help. Whoa. Ah! Ami. Net. Oh, is that why? Oh god, stop. Yeah? Oh god. Oh my god, this whole thing is going. Okay. Nah, he's fine. He saw he found him. Oh my god. Hmm. Yeah. Well, so this is so, what can I say? Like this is the same thing with Rebecca as well. Like every this is the same thing with Fujiko, Rebecca. They said the same thing. Like like they know that if you catch Rupan, that won't be the Rupan anymore. That wow, this is still shooting missiles. Yeah, that's true. Retire? Yeah, he did. Ah, he's here. Yeah, exactly. Wow. Wait, one thing. Okay, it's still going. Okay, just a minute. Yo. Oh boy. Who army? Wait, who? I'm going to keep you to Sagonan. Zenigata. Oh, wait, Zenigata made a. Hey, Albert is trying to run away. Wait. Oh, that's her. What's her name? Forgot her name. Rupan Se. Oh my god. Yo, the cafe got. She's like, oh, this is the one that Rupan loved the most. This recipe. These galettes. They're. Yo. Oh my god. Hello, Underworld. Is that what she said? Viva Lupin 3. And that's it. Wow. Wait a minute. What was that revelation? Is it what I think it is? Do they? Is that implying that the Lupin we know, the face that we are familiar with, that is actually not his original face? Is that why he's always able to just run away like a phantom? Like no one of us knows his original face except a few people here. Fujiko, Ami, Enzo. Except these three, no one knows his actual face, which would answer so many questions. Like Enzo said, that how is it possible? How is the people are not getting enough information about him? It would explain the reason. Like I thought the reason was something like, oh, he's not, like he's that skilled or something like that. But if his actual face is something that we and none of us have actually seen up until like all the time he keeps wearing that mask. That'll be crazy. And you know what? I feel like obviously Rupan is going to keep continuing, and if a day comes when Rupan in itself ends and we have an actual conclusion to this series, maybe in the final episode and something they'll actually reveal his face or something. Like now another thing, like it's crazy, like it never really crossed my mind that something like this could have happened. Like the face that we have been seeing up until now is an actual fake one. Like the Rupan that we're familiar with is not actually, like the actual face of him. He has like a different face or something. And I don't know. I'm pretty sure that was legit because I was going to say something like, oh, maybe that was just a trick that he did to trick Enzo. Like he had like 2 or 3 masks on top of each other, and like took off the first mask, which is like his original face, with underneath there's like another mask of a different person, and that's why Enzo was like, oh, like this is your secret, but underneath it is his original face, which is the face that we already know. So I thought that maybe he was doing something like that. But you know what? That's not the case, because at that moment, like I'm not talking about Enzo, but he that was his answer to Fujiko, and I don't think he's going to lie to Fujiko at that moment and at that place, at that particular situation. So that was legit. That was actually a legitimate thing that happened. That it is true that the face that we are seeing now is not the Rupan's actual face. Wow, but okay, that was a revelation, and no way I would have ever expected. Like that's crazy. Oh my god. Okay, so all right, in this episode we begin with all the countries trying to pressurize Enzo and everyone, and yeah, the stock is dropping, everything is going crazy. So Enzo is like, oh well, so like be better people, like don't have any shady things, which is something, like I said, I feel like this guy was in like such a delusion land up until the up until the last section. I felt like he actually broke out of delusion land, but before that, up until that time, he was full on in delusion mode, and he was like, oh, like just don't do something like that. That is too idealistic. Like I don't think a world is ever going to come where everyone is going to be a good person. That is in no way possible. Like if you dream of a world like that, that's completely delusional. I feel like it's too idealistic, and like everything should be in a balance. That's what I think. Just like there's bad things in this world, there's equal good things in this world. So I don't think the scale will ever going to tip in one particular direction. Never ever is that ever going to happen. And what he's talking about is like, he's like, oh, so don't have anything shady, don't do anything shady. That's the simplest like solution. Obviously that's not going to happen. What these people are going to do is like they're just going to stop you forcefully. You're dealing with literal countries, like Russia, like the other different places that they mentioned here, like I don't remember which places they mentioned, but they were talking about how there's so many countries that are being affected by this. So all these places, like after they realize what a double-edged sword this is, they'll just strike you down like they were doing here. So it is impossible for what Enzo is envisioning to actually come to reality. So all of this was happening, and I love the fact that Albert took a jab at him. He's like, oh, so why are you not able to predict what Rupan is going to do if your people log is that good? And he's like, and one thing, wait a minute. Does this imply that Albert knows? It must be implying that Albert knows Rupan's actual face. So he said that you're going to need more than just data to understand that guy, which is like this whole line kind of seemed as if he was completely sure, like why they're not able to capture Lupin, because he must know his actual secret, his secret of his face. So he's like, yeah, you just not data is going to do anything. You're not be able to understand that guy if you just rely on data. Okay, now the next part is we get to see Lupin is just like in the ship, which has been, oh, he's fishing, and just Rebecca just came out of nowhere. I'm like, what the hell was that? Like, we just saw her, like, not saw but heard of her in the previous episode. I did not expect her to actually come and, like, like, as an actual character in front of the camera. But yeah, she just comes in and she's like, oh, like, I'm here in incognito mode, and they're just having a like they're just talking about all of that. Jigen is like, oh, it's not like, it's, nothing good comes of being a celebrity. If you ask me. And Lupin is, wait, what did he fish out? Did he fish out the submarine thing that we saw? Is that what he did? I think so. And he's like, all right, we've got the calling card to send, and all right, after that we get to see Fujiko and Lupin, like, like where Fujiko talks to Rebecca about what happened, and that flashback where they were falling from the sky, which they abruptly just stopped and did not tell us what happened after that. Here Fujiko tells us what happened after that. They settled down, I think she said, like, we got married. Did she say that we got married? Okay, I said yes to him, and yeah, I'm guessing they got married, and she said, like, it was fun, it was fun living together, going to sleep and waking up at the same time, going furniture shopping, but there was no excitement, and that's where Fujiko said that, like, like, I suppose settling down doesn't suit us, and where Ami says that, wait, then what do you want? What else do you want? And she says, I myself don't know. Which is true. I feel like Fujiko herself doesn't know the answer to that. What does she want? She herself doesn't know what, like, how to continue this, and, like, that's probably what made them, like, in this, throughout this whole season, they were not really talking to each other that much, probably because of that, because she herself was so confused as to what she should do. Now after that, Enzo comes out, and Enzo's like, people log is not functioning, there must be something that the world doesn't know, that is some kind of secret to Lupin. And it's interesting to see, like, I thought he was just, like, just like spewing, like, just nonsense. He was like, there must be some secret, and I'm like, what secret you think he has when there's no secret? He did have a secret by the end of it, as we see. He was right. He did have a secret. That's crazy. I never expected something like that to happen. Like, I was so shocked over there. Like, oh my god. God damn. Okay, so his partner comes in and he's like, oh, let's get out of here. Like, and then, like, the missile starts coming, and everyone's like putting pressure. And I love the fact that all these, like, countries, they're like, oh, this is like going against privacy, this and that. Like, what were you doing up until now? This has been happening for a long time. Like, suddenly the whole privacy situation seems important to you now. When all your, like, the big people over there on top, when their secrets are coming out, that's when you're like, oh yeah, that's when you decide to take action. And like, that's when you've decided to just, good lord. Well, obviously, like, typical, all right, anyways. So after that, yeah, everyone's freaking out. Like, he calls Albert and he's like, wait, what the hell? That was not the like, promise. And he's like, well, you know what, I changed my mind. And you're right, I didn't make the promise, but now I've broken it. And here Fujiko was like, wait, I was going to, like, just start taking action in herself. She was like, I don't think we should keep waiting for Lupin now. I think I have to do something. Fujiko was getting up, but then suddenly Lupin posted the call card, and Fujiko was like, all right, let's wait a little bit more then. Now here everyone's like, oh, what can a single person do? But the submarine comes up, a golden one opens up, like, the car comes out, and Lupin just comes out of that, and he's like, I owe you one, Diana. And all right, here we go. I don't remember which was it, which part of the story, which season. I remember what exactly happened. Diana Archer, there you go. But I don't remember which part was it. It was that story, wasn't it? The one where her wait a minute. Okay, what story? TV special. Diana Archer's a character for Pursue Harimau's Treasure. Oh, wait, no! I have not seen this. I still haven't seen this special. Wait a minute. Oh, I made a mistake. I thought this is that girl. You know that one episode where which episode was it? I don't think it was Cagliostro. I don't think it was Cagliostro. It was some other episode where a similar thing like this, like like there was like a girl whose grandmother I think Rupan made a promise with, or was it her mother? You know, which was it? Which one was it? I don't remember. I don't even remember which season was it, or was it like a movie, or was it like a TV special? I don't remember at all. If you like, if you can let me know. There was like that thing where like she was there, and there was like her grandma. Rupan made a promise with her about something, and later on her granddaughter is like, which one was it? It was not Cagliostro. Was it Cagliostro? Let me check. The Castle of Cagliostro. What? I don't think it was Cagliostro. It definitely was not. Clarice de Cagliostro. Let me check. Okay, just a minute. Okay, Cagliostro. No, it was not that. This girl. Yeah, never mind. It was not Cagliostro. It was from somewhere else, I think. That. Oh wait, was it? Oh no, wait a minute. One thing I'm kind of seeing here. In Castle of Cagliostro, there was a similar place. In the previous episode, the place where Lupin, like the whole place is submerged and everything. Yeah, that place. I can see that in front of the Roman ruins. That was a similar scene. Okay, I feel like this episode had a lot of reference to a lot of other previous episodes. Like my memory being completely crap, I don't remember much. With all the other stuff, all the other like sections. But yeah, wait. So I made a mistake. This girl is not the same girl that I'm thinking about. This what's it called? This TV special, which is called Pursue Harimau's Treasure. I don't think I've watched this. Yeah, I don't think I've watched this. If I've watched this, I would have remembered it. So this girl comes from this TV special, Diane. So I'm wrong. That means I'm actually who I was mistaking. This girl was that girl, that which I just said, that the one who had like Rupan had like a like made a promise to that girl, and like it was her grandmother or someone, that one. So yeah, anyways, yeah, so I made a mistake because I've not even watched this Castle Harimau's Treasure. I've not watched it. I will watch it later on after ending part 6. All right, anyways, so yeah, that was a mistake. Now after that we get to see them actually like going and trying to get Fujiko back, and everyone's like just cheering them up from from far away. They're like, oh, Lupin is doing it, let's go, let's see what he does, and all. Everyone's like getting hyped up. And then they reach the place. There's helicopter, tanks, Goemon and Jigen take care of them. Like he gets in and trying to get back Fujiko. And that part was crazy where Goemon used his sword to cut the bullet into two, and it gets two of the guys behind him. Everyone's like, wait, is this real or is this CGI? Okay, now then we get to see a few other characters who we've seen in this in this season, you know, like the different characters that we got to see in the short stories. And yeah, Lupin is on his way to the top. He was going up on, like, you know, through using the staircases, but then the whole place was blasted off. So later on, as we get to know, he climbs up the elevator, like, you know, the thing, the okay. So later on, Albert comes in, and Albert gets his hands on his partner, and he says everyone that, oh, he's dead, and he's like, oh, I'm going to make use of you, you know, you're the one who I came here to steal, you're the talent who I want, you're the talent that I've come here to steal. Oh god. And yeah, so after that, we get to see that Lupin is here. He has infiltrated the security, breaks down the elevator door, comes out, and he's like, yes, I'm finally here. And Enzo points a gun at him, and he's like, oh, did you expect this, you know, or did your people did not expect that I'm going to come like this? And Enzo's pointing his gun at him, and Lupin was going to point the gun, but his hand is hurt, so it falls down. And Fujiko really, like, you know, like, gets startled here for a moment. But Lupin's like, don't worry about it, you know, like, the army comes and tries to defend Lupin, and he's like, and I feel like here the thing that Ami said, told, like, you know, Enzo, that he's like, she's like, put down the gun. And when he's like, I can't shoot you, Ami's like, what, you think you can write an all-knowing app where you don't even know your own daughter? Like, all these, like, you know, little talks that he had with his daughter, and him realizing that he cannot shoot her, probably broke him out of his delusion land. And you know, like, he realized, like, yeah. So then Lupin quickly goes, and Lupin's like, don't worry, Ami, like, he won't shoot me, he wants to know my secret, and if I die, it'll be forever, like, you know, still be in the dark. So Lupin comes in front of Fujiko, and he's like, oh, like, you know, he just confesses, he's like, I love you. And she's like, oh, I know about it, you're the most radiant woman in the world. Yeah, I know about that too. So Lupin's like, all right, fine, you want my answer, you know, to what am I to you, that question, that answer to it. And Fujiko's like, yeah, tell me, what am I? You know, your lover, your rival, an obstacle, a stepping stone, a port in a storm, or am I supposed to be your coffin? Damn. And she's like, I know, like, you know, being friends is, like, you know, it could have been fine if we were both guys, but, you know, like, but I don't believe that men and women can be just friends, so tell me. And Lupin's like, all right, you know what, I've been thinking about this for a while now, about a lot of stuff, even when you asked me about this. Thing is, I still don't know, to be honest, who is Lupin 3 really? Interesting. Now that I think about it, I feel like this was like a genuine question he asked. Who is Lupin 3 really? Because the face that he has now, that's a fake face. Okay, so Fujiko's like, are you running away again? And he's like, and after thinking it through, this is the best answer I could come up with. And I was really flabbergasted here. When he put his, I was like, what is going on here? And okay, let me see this scene again. He opens, like, you know, he takes out the mask, throws it away, and obviously they're not going to show us his face. It's completely darkened, his face. And Ami is like, what? Enzo's like, that's it, that's how you did it, Lupin. Makes sense, you know, like, why people have never had any information about him. If its face has been, like, always in the dark, nobody knew about it. Even us audience did not know about it. I think so. At least I did not know about it. Now, my god, here Fujiko is just quiet for a few seconds. She's just like, what? And then she gets up, I think. Just a minute. Okay, yeah, then she smiles, and okay, she gets up, opens the lock, and they still don't show us Lupin's face, obviously. Then they share a kiss, and the whole place is breaking down, and obviously Lupin puts on another mask, I'm guessing. I don't know how he was able to do that. He threw the mask away, you know. I feel like there's another one in his pocket or something. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it really what I think it is? Like that's what they're implying. I'm pretty sure that the face that we've known up until now is not the original Lupin. He has an actual face underneath it. You know, like all has been a lie up until now. Even as audience, like the face that we're familiar with, that is not his face. So okay, now anyways, after that they're like almost going to fall. And here Ami's like, hello underworld, and I think this is the first time Enzo realizes that underworld is actually her. Yeah. And then Goemon and everyone comes in, and they like no, sorry, they don't come in, they're like underneath, they're seeing this is going down, the building is going down. Rupan, Ami, and Fujiko, they go down on the cardboard box. Enzo also joins them, and he's like, oh, I'm going to be back with another people log, and now that I have your secret, Rupan, I'm like I'm going to get you. And here we also get to see what Ami means. Like it's like it means net, and it's going to connect you to the future. And that's the thing he came up with his mom, with her mom, the name. And Zenigata's like, oh, Rupan is not dead, and he uses the binoculars, and he's like, Rupan, you're under arrest, as soon as he sees it, them. And yeah, so after that, Rupan and Ami have a conversation. Rupan is like, so what, Ami, you want to join? And Ami gives a handshake, and she's like, later, I'll see you later, Rupan. And Enzo says, are you sure about that? And he's like, I want to be near him, but if I'm too close, I'm restless. I want him to be mine, but if I had him all to myself, I'd only be disappointed. I want to know everything about him, but I still want him to surprise me. What do you call someone like that? And it's just like, those are the people who you call heroes. So yeah, it's the same thing, like Rebecca had the same dilemma. Even she has the same dilemma, like it's just like I want to tie him down, but if I tie him down, that won't be the Lupin we love. So it completely defeats the purpose. Oh god. And even Fujiko, some way or the other, has that dilemma, and yeah. So after that, we get to see that a helicopter comes in, and we see that Zenigata has actually arranged it so that they can stay safe for a few days, Ami and Enzo. And while Lupin and the crew is running away, Zenigata joins in the crew. He's like, you're under arrest, Lupin, come. Yeah, and then we get a few little bits and pieces of what's happening on the other sections. Padar, we get to see what's happening in Padar. That lady, I noticed it now. Even the picture when Rupan took her as a hostage, that lady, she like framed it and put it on like publicity. It's like the Rupan cafe. Damn. And like Rupan's the place where Rupan sat. Everything has been like even when we see Rebecca and everyone else after that, and Ami sees Lupin and them running away. Fujiko kind of trips, Lupin grabs her, and Ami kind of smiles, and I'm guessing in the end she probably said hello underworld, and the thing started blinking again, and it ended there. So wow, what an episode. Oh my god. Yeah, this is definitely one of the best, like probably the best ending or the climax of a Lupin season. And that revelation is something that in no way I would have ever expected. So, like I said, you know what? I'm actually still in disbelief. So, can you please confirm it to me? Like, am I right in thinking that the face that we're familiar with, this Lupin, that is not his actual face? His original face is underneath a mask. That's an actual disguise. Like I said, that's exactly what it implied. I'm pretty sure that is what it's implied. But I'm in such a disbelief that even after seeing it with my eyes, I'm not about to. I'm still having like confusion, and I'm still actually struggling to believe that up until this amount, like how many, like I've been, there's been like it's been like 1 year I've been associated with Lupin, and I feel like me, even like with just 1 year of watching Lupin, the amount of shock that I got from this episode, it's nothing compared to the people who have been watching Lupin from, when did this, like, a story start? From 1970, something like that. Like, people who have been watching Lupin from that time, coming up until here today, like up until season 5, and seeing something like this, like with 1 year worth of Lupin, I'm this surprised and I'm this shocked and I'm this disbelief. I can't imagine what those people have been feeling when, who has been watching Lupin from their childhood and who are like grown men now, or women, like how, like, what type of shock did that they get? Like, all these days, the Lupin that we've been familiar with is actually not, that's not his face. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, I'm still in disbelief, so please confirm it. Was I right? Or is that what exactly happened? That's not his face. That's a mask that he has been wearing up until now, and none of us knew his original face up until now. We still don't know, except a few, like, handpicked few people. Fujiko, what's his name? Enzo Ami. And I'm guessing Albert as well. Albert also probably knows. So is that what happened? And like, was I right, like, correct to understand that? Good lord, that was oh wow. Okay, yeah, I'm going to end it here. It's been 2 hours. I'm reacting to this. So yeah, it's going to take a long time for me to render this and edit this. So yeah, that is it. Thanks for watching, guys. This was my my god, this was my reaction to the 2 episodes, the finale of Lupin the Third Part 5. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. And that is it. Now, another thing, like I said at the beginning of this reaction, that I am going to be starting Lupin 0. That's what I plan. From next week onwards, instead of going to season 6, I'll be starting Lupin 0. The new, like, one that is coming out. So like, let me know. That's how I plan to do it. I'll plan to react to Lupin 0, and then I'm going to go to season 6. Lupin 0 has 6 episodes, extremely short, won't take much time. 2 or 3 weeks it's going to, not 2 but 3 or 4 weeks it's going to take, and within that time I'm going to complete it. Then from January, later on in the later section, I'm going to start season 6. So yeah, that's what I want to do. So let me know if I should go along with that, or should I start season 6. Let me know your opinion. Anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys next week with more episodes of Lupin the Third. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.